Uh-oh, the camera's not on.
Testing, testing, 1, 2. Uh-oh. There we go, baby. Yo, what's going on, champions? It's Marquise Money Mike Williams, founding member and executive senior director here at JMG Direct. Super duper excited to have each and every one of you plugged in, checking out training with us this morning. We got some awesome information to go over with you, and I'm really excited to be able to share it with you. You know, as you guys are checking in, man, please go ahead and give us a shout out. Let us know who you are, where you're checking in from. You know, what you had to eat for lunch. Man, oh man, you know, it's exciting times right now in life. But before we get started, I want to give a special birthday shout out to my main man all day, Dre Willis. He is celebrating 53 years old. I'm sorry if I'm telling your business, Dre, but man, so everybody wish him a happy birthday. Those who are able to access the comment section. I know some of you are laying in bed half asleep and you know you're just watching, and I'm just appreciative that you plugged in, because that's the first step to be able to make the commitment, and then we'll get you to the point where you know you're at the desk and you're taking notes and things like that. But the first step is to take the first step. So we're excited, man. We're appreciative that the good Lord above bless you to make another trip around the sun. So happy birthday again, Dre. In celebration, allow somebody to sign up in your business to give you a gift. But you guys, today we're going to keep talking about how to expose, man. We're going to talk about how to expose other people to the business. I want to welcome all the new champions to our team. I'm just kind of going off the cuff, you guys. You know, before, you know, I've always had a super sexy PowerPoint and went over a lot of great information when it comes to the PowerPoint. But, you know, as we embark upon the fourth quarter, you know, I talked about today's training is the fourth quarter, right? And anybody who pays attention to any type of sports, anybody who pays attention to any type of fiscal calendar will recognize and understand that the fourth quarter is the time where you have to get everything in order. If you're in a game, if you're playing a competitive sport, that's your last opportunity to make the proper adjustments so you can win the game. If you're in business, that's your last opportunity to make the proper fiscal adjustments to be able to have a profitable year. So in your home-based business, the year is 2022. At the beginning of the year, you were excited. The ball dropped, the peach dropped, the apple dropped, whatever dropped. You went to church. You brought it in with some friends, the family members, whatever you decided to do. And guess what? You said in 2022, we're going to see a new you. And only you know if we've been seeing a new you or not. Only you know if that change even happened. And if it did happen, only you know how long it happened. Because what most people do is they make New Year's resolutions. And those New Year's resolutions only last for a week or two because they haven't committed them to habit as of yet. A habit takes 21 days to be able to set in as a habit. So you got to be able to pioneer and champion that thing for 21 days to allow it to set in. And that goes with anything in life. Eating habits, it goes with working out, it goes with, you know, deciding to do something different when it comes to your finances, financial and time freedom. So as you embark upon, you know, the fourth quarter, don't make the same mistake that you may have made at the beginning of the year. Don't make the same mistake that some people make every single week to say, this week's going to be different. I'm going to talk to this person. I'm going to talk to that person. I'm going to talk to that person. And then you get off training and go back and fall back into your same comfort zone, right? Because success doesn't lie in your comfort zone. New people, we have a very simple launch strategy, you guys. I want you to understand the simplicity of this business. And this applies if you're new or you're old, because sometimes we got to take it back and understand the simplicity of it, because it's easy as we become older. It's easy as we become adults and as we become more experienced and seasoned in life to complicate things, because we're used to doing things a certain way. We're used to our habits, our ways. When you take, you know, some kids, like you take kids, my daughters are 13, but I got twin daughters for those of you who are new or if you don't know me. And if you say, do it this way. Now at 13, you know, you may get a little back talk. You may get a few whys, but they don't know how to do it. So they're going to follow your directions in most cases. Okay. They're going to follow the steps that you lay out. But see, when somebody who's set in their ways, they're accustomed to, they have a comfort zone. They're used to doing things a certain way. So it's easy to complicate things. So I'm telling you this, new people, to forewarn you, don't complicate things. Keep the business simple. If you're seasoned, if you've been in for a while, I'm telling you, be wary. Make sure you're not complicating things, because that's stifling and hindering you maximizing your full potential. All right. So understand our launch strategy. Success with JMG is simple as 1, 2, 3. You must make one decision that you want something more out of life, but more importantly, you're willing to do the work that it takes to get it. Next, you must gather 2 My Credit is Better customers so that you qualify to get paid. You guys, we have a lot of different products and services within our online store. We utilize and we focus on My Credit is Better, one, because it's fully owned and in-house by JMG Direct, so the margins are the highest, okay? And that allows us to track and be able to model out income projections. That's how we're able to say, if you get 3 people and gather 2 customers, and that happens through 7 levels, you'll make $16,000 per month. That's how we're able to say that. Now, obviously, you're going to have people shopping, buying different things from your online store, especially as we expand and add different vendors. That just adds to the 16,000. But we're able to say the foundation of 16,000 if we teach everybody to keep it simple and say, you know what? 3 people, 2 customers. 3 people, 2 customers. And if we keep that the foundation, obviously the goal is to gather 10 in a lifetime. The goal is to gather 10 in a lifetime. But if we keep it simple and we say, you know what, 3 people, then that lays the foundation of being able to grow and have something that's duplicable for everybody to run with. And I actually, our owner and CEO, Mr. Paul D. Jones, shot a small video that I wanted to share with you guys. Let me see, do I got it here? So in our launch strategy, going back to that, just to complete the thought, you must make one decision that you want something more out of life, but more importantly, you're willing to do the work that it takes to get it. And then after you do that, you want to gather 2 My Credit is Better customers. All right, gather 2 My Credit is Better customers. And then the last part is you want to partner with 3 people. All right, these 3 people need to be teachable and coachable, not 3 people that you beg, not 3 people that you convince, not 3 people that you barter with to say, hey man, I'll wash your car if you come take a look at this business. I mean, the idea of saying, you know, hey man, do anything you can to get people into business is one thing, but you want to respect your business too. You got $1 million business, you got $1 million opportunity, and you want to make sure that you are respecting that, and other people are respecting that as well. So I just downloaded this video. Let me go ahead and add it so that everybody can check it out and get the value from it. Let me see. Date added today. Boom.
Hey guys, what's going on? Paul D. Jones here. Guys, I want to talk to you about building your business with JMG Direct, and I want you to keep it simple, and I want us to be on purpose, and I want us to take immediate action. This is all you have to do. 3 people, 3 real people who you know are serious about getting more in life. Now, don't sell them on the business. Explain the business to them. Get them to understand that in life there are systems, and if you follow the system, you get paid. Now, don't get frustrated, because even in the Bible, it says difficult is the way that leads to life, and there are few who find it. But wide is the gate that lead to destruction, and many go that way because it seems easier. Just because it seems easier doesn't mean it's the right way to go. Now, imagine this. Imagine you focused this month and got 3 people, or this week, depending on what your mentality is, because some people have weaker mentalities, and I'm just being honest with you, and some people have stronger mentalities. That means willpower. You're willing to go do what you need to do to get your will, what you want out of life, to will it into your life. Okay, now let's get this. 3 people, 2 real retail customers, 2 real retail JMG Direct customers. Tell them 3 to do the same. Now, if that's it, if that's all you did, but they follow directions, but it's you having a meeting with them, not selling them, but having a meeting with them, working with their people, talking to their people to say, hey guys, we don't have to make life difficult. We can really work this thing like wealthy people do. Wealthy people who are hard workers understand that if you keep it simple, you get ahead in life. They understand that there's going to be some fallout. They understand that some things may not go perfect, but you know what? It puts them in a better position in life. I want you to put yourself in a better position by getting with 3 people immediately and having a meeting with them. And they're like, oh, it's one of those things. Oh, I don't want to be sold. It's like, wait a minute. Do you want to be debt free? Are you willing to do the work? We already know inflation is high. We already know that the jobs aren't paying as much. Now, you may have got a pay raise, but when the price of gas and the price of bread went up, and I even saw that they said for Thanksgiving, the turkeys are going to cost almost double. That's crazy, but that's life. That's what's happening. Do something about it. 3 people, 2 real retail customers. Then help them do the same. Teach that. Get the mentality of success. Get a mentality of success. Work the business, but keep it simple. 3 people with 2 real retail customers, and teach them to do the same. Don't sell them to do the same. It's a mental understanding and a mental agreement between you and 3 individuals. It may take you to speak to 7, 8, or 9, even 10 people, but you'll make sure you got those 3. Imagine a pro ball team. All of the people around the country are trying to make it into the pros, whether it's baseball, football, or basketball, and they're trying to make it. And then they do the final cuts, but they recruit a lot of people, or they draft a lot of people. You know, think about that. In the baseball draft, there are people who were drafted and then they were cut later by the team. That's life. So when you get somebody on your team and it's like, oh, they're not going, move to the next person, but keep your dreams and keep your reality and perspective of where you can be. Guys, I'm telling you, we need to work together, period. We need to work together. We need to help and serve people and be patient enough to teach them that it's not a sales gig, although everything has a component of sales, but it's an understanding of how to advance you and your family. How do you do it? 3 people, a few customers, teach them to do the same, and let many hands lighten the load. You've already seen the successful examples in Walmart, Target, Burger King, McDonald's, you name them. Those are all networked companies together. And we can go on and on and on to even your banks. There's not just one Wells Fargo bank. There's not just one, Wachovia Bank or US Bank. They're all over. So guys, I hope this little message in 5 minutes helps you to help yourself. Go get with 3 people and help those 3 people get 3 people, but have a mental understanding of what you are doing. You're not just selling products and services. You're getting yourself in a position to be financially free. And I know that seems crazy, but there's actually a secret to success, but it's not even a secret. That's the funniest thing. It's in plain sight. You work with 3 people. You have to be able to work with people. If you are not willing to work with people, your life's going to be hard regardless. So go work with 3 people and have the patience to help them do the same and teach them, because we can't judge people who don't know any better. I have the patience to teach, and I have love in my heart, and I know you will succeed. God bless. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
So you guys, when you understand the simplicity of the business, your innate fear on the inside of you wants to grab you right away and say, yeah, but he's already made it. He's the owner of the company, or he's a founding member. It's easier for him. It's not that easy. But in reality, it is that simple, you guys. It's really simple. Some of us have different relationships. Some of us have more trust and respect with our relationships than others. But one thing that most people have are people in their life, that they have a relationship with, that you can sit down, think about how you ever went. Has anybody ever asked you, hey man, let's go grab something to eat, or let's go out tonight, or let's go do this, let's go do that, and you didn't really feel like doing it, but you did it because it was them? See, a lot of times people think, well, this is business, so people won't do that. But why wouldn't they? Because when the values of the business, when the benefits of the business outweigh the costs, they have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And a lot of times, to add to the first part of the story that I said, when you didn't feel like doing it, have you ever went and had an amazing time? It was the most amazing meal, the best movie, the best time out, with friends or whatever the case may be. So sometimes people don't realize what's best for them because they're stuck in their comfort zone. They're stuck in the reality that's been framed for them. They've been conditioned to think that this is the only subset of ways. And if you don't do this, then you have to do this, which is traditional. They've been conditioned to think like I was early in the game, that that's a pyramid scheme. Or you have to get people who get people who get people. Guys, there's so many people out there who are looking and praying for opportunity. And we've been talking over the course of the last couple of weeks of just connecting with the people within your circle, just connecting with the people that you know. And that will get you to where you truly desire to be. We're in the people business. Money only comes from one place, people. So what do? You start connecting with the people. You connect with the people in your hot market, right? People you know. People that if you got married, they will come to your wedding. People that if you unfortunately, God forbid, passed, that they would come to your funeral or at least be invited to your funeral, right? Those are the people who are in your hot, warm market, right? Then you start connecting with your associates. One of the things that I like to do, we're gonna jump over to social media here a second. Let me grab this. This might be a stretch for some of you, right? But I started pulling out my yearbooks. And I said, let me look at some people who were the homies back then, right? Let me take a trip down memory lane. And even though there's people that maybe I didn't know so well, if we saw each other and gave each other a head nod or dapped each other up, back then we did like that, or at least knew each other on a name basis or even a recognized faces, right? I'm looking them up. And then guess what I'm doing? I'm jumping over to Facebook. Let me see if I can get this a little bit bigger. Okay, I do it on the screen. Be like, bada bing. There we go. All right, so now we got a little bigger, a little live and full effect, right? So I'm gonna jump over here, and I went, I got my college and my my high school year, but maybe you guys didn't go to college, right? But I'm looking people up by name, right? I'm looking people up by name. So there's a guy here named Ryan Flanders, right? So I'm gonna use that as in Ryan Flanders, right? He's on Facebook. He's actually already my friend because I already reached out to him before. But so this is the guy that I went to high school with. Yes, it's just this simple. You're gonna send him a friend request, you're gonna send him a message. Now, here's the key. Don't act like you want to be their new best friend. Be honest. Yo, man, I was going through the yearbook. I seen your picture and I thought about you. I'm working on a new business project and I'm looking for some good people. You were always good people in high school. So I thought I'd reach out. What you got going on? Or do you keep your options open to other ways to make additional money? Be direct and be honest because they'll respect that more. One of the things, I've been in this industry a long time. And one of the things I couldn't stand is when people actually acted like they really wanted to talk to me just to segue into their pitch. Just give your pitch. And if you guys are, end up connecting more no matter which direction the business goes, or if they say, no, I'm not interested, then you make that decision at that point. So, what else do you got going on if that's what you want to talk about, if that's what you want to do? Another thing you can do is you can look and see if there's any type of groups with your school. I went to South High School, right? You got class 97, which was my class, showing my age. You got several other groups. So, so you jump in the group and you go to people and you start looking through the people that you may know. They even show members near you, right? So I don't know Jennifer, but she's in Atlanta. So I might just reach out to Jennifer and say, "What's up, Jen? You went to high school at South. I went to high school at South. I see you're in the Atlanta area. How you doing?" Right? I may check her out first just to see what class she was in. She's also class of 97. So that's an option. Boom. You're gonna look through, sometimes you can look through pictures, Matter of fact, I'm gonna send Jen a message. Now you notice I wasn't direct. You notice I didn't pitch her right away because that's also a no-no. Somebody that you don't know at all, you don't just throw up on them, right? You're direct with the people that you know that you're reconnecting with, right? You're reconnecting with. But the people that you don't know, the people that you never had any type of relationship with, not even like passing in the hallway and say what's up, those aren't the people that you're direct with. You give them a type of intro message like this and you say what's up. You can even add a friend request in there. Will Jen hit me back? Maybe she will, maybe she won't. But I'm not sitting there waiting. I'm just planting seeds. That's what you do every single day when you expose somebody. You're planting seeds. So I'm going back. That's just somebody near me. There's a bunch of people new to the group, and you look, you see if you know anybody, right? And I'm not gonna connect with everybody, but just to go, I know Muhammad. I went to school with Muhammad, so I'm gonna reach out to Muhammad. You see I'm friends with several of these people already. I'm just looking for people that maybe I don't know. I know Shane. I remember Shane. Let me see, am I friends with Shane already? Nope, I'm not friends with Shane. This is the full gambit of people who went to the school. So it may be it may take some time. I remember Vanita. Remember Carla? Oh, I'm friends with Carla already. But you guys get the point. There's several people here. Well, this is class of 97, so that's everybody who I graduated with. But as I talked about, there's other groups. South High School, Minneapolis. That's a page, right? I already liked it. But I can go on the page and I can't see the people on the page, but I can see the people posting on the page. So it gives me the ability to see if there's anybody else that I may have missed on the other page that didn't graduate with me, because I know the people who graduated in 96 because they were a little bit older than me. I know the people who graduated in 98 because they were a little bit younger than me. So it opens up a whole new pool of people for you to connect with without complicating it, okay? And it gives you the ability to plant seeds and reach out. Well, if you went to college, you could do the same thing with college. Morehouse College, right? If I can spell right. I got several groups and pages here. I was class of, here's a funny fact. I was supposed to be class of 01, but I waited around for TIFF, so I ended up being class of 03. So I got two groups that I can connect with because I know a bunch of people when it comes to college, right? So that gives you the ability to connect with people that you know. Some of you say, well, Marquise, I didn't go to college. I wasn't that popular in high school, right? Even if you weren't popular, there's still people that you recognize and still people that you know. But the beautiful thing about Facebook and attraction marketing is you can start making yourself attractive by posting, right? Posting motivational messages, posting, just things about success, just making yourself, more attractive to other people. A great thing to do, if you don't know what to say, you can either go to my page, which I just recently started connecting on social media again, or you can go to Mr. Jones's page. Mr. Jones always posting something. Life's not about the people who act true to your face. It's about the people who remain true behind your back. Boom. I'm sharing it. Share now, public. Get some more eyes on it. I might share now to my story. Boom. And you just keep consistently doing that. And the people who are your friends and the people who are your friends' friends, they're going to start seeing it show up. And it may influence and it may impact their life. They may start coming, reaching out to you and say, hey, man, I like that post that you did. But what you start paying attention to is people are going to start liking your posts. You're going to start liking it. And those are the people that you're going to start going to their page and kind of seeing what they're about. If there's somebody that you resonate with, because everybody's not meant to be pitched. That's the joy of being a business owner. That's the joy of being able to be selective with your business. If you don't like the person, then you shouldn't recruit them for your business. You shouldn't go and try to expose them, because that's not what you do. Look at Chief Chris Jourdain looking all cool down here. But that's how it is, you guys. You can go on your homepage. Begin surfing your story. I mean, not your story, your homepage. Start looking for people who are about positivity, like we said. That's another thing. Birthdays. When Facebook gives you a notification that it's people's birthdays, I usually get an email. I don't know exactly where it is here on the menu. Let me see if I can find it. Birthdays. Might be a notification from earlier. I'm not seeing it. But whenever they give you the notification for birthdays, jump in there and wish the people happy birthday. Why? Because what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to get on their radar and start connecting with them more. It's going to allow you to start. There we go. See, if you're wondering, in the search field, type birthdays. See upcoming birthdays, right? Boom. That shows you all the people in your network that you have upcoming, birthdays. It even shows you the people who have recent birthdays. So you can go back and you can say, I remember. I haven't talked to Kat in a long time. That's actually my little sister's, one of my little sister's friends. Sometimes you do it. You get in a habit of doing it and not looking for anything out of it, because eventually somebody's going to hit you back and say, hey, thank you for the birthday shout out. And it's going to open up a conversation. When you're sending these messages, understand there's no secret code language. There's no secret syntax. There's no script. Just be yourself. Be genuine, because that's what people are going to be attracted to. If you're trying to be something that you're not, trust me, I know from experience, it's very hard to keep up with that facade. It's very hard to keep up with trying to be that person that you're not. So birthdays are a great way to connect and get on people's radar, because then what most people are going to do, especially if they haven't heard from you or they really don't know you, then they're gonna go look at your page. When they go look at their page, you see all the posts that you've been sharing from Mr. Jones and maybe myself and other areas, different motivational posts that you may have posted online, different, maybe you've seen some credit repair memes, right? Seen some credit repair memes and you're sharing those so people know that you offer credit repair, because you don't want to be a secret agent. You want to be able to put yourself out there. But one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to bombard your people with business posts. Want to make more money? Like the page. Want to make more money? Inbox me. Want to make more money? It's like people are going to start shunning your page and you're not going to get any engagement at all on anything, not even your personal posts. So I like to go by like a 70-30 rule. 70% of stuff I post is just me. Motivation is just me. Just I want to inspire you, I want to change your day. And 30% of the posts, I'm posting directly about JMG Direct. I'm looking for some people who want to make some more money. All right. So those are great rules to follow on Facebook when it comes to connecting with people on social media. Now, when you get into Instagram, I'm not going to bring Instagram up on the screen, but when you get into using Instagram, Instagram is all pictures. Unless you want to start filming what they call reels. You could take short motivational clips as reels, and you can post them. You can go and do the same thing, like people's birthdays, like people's statuses, connect with people by putting yourself out there and messaging them and commenting on their posts. And everything when it comes to exposing and recruiting others is all about scheduling for success. Everything is about scheduling for success. So when you say I'm going to do social media, you block out 30 minutes, you block out an hour, however long you can do, and you sit down and you do social media in that time. You do social media in that time. When you say you're going to expose others, when you're going to send out your 10 texts a day, because that's what I recommend my team do every single day, send out 10 texts. You block out a certain amount of time to be able to send those 10 texts. That's what you got to do. It's all in your schedule. But if you're trying to fit in time to expose other people, if you're trying to fit in time, that may be why you're not finding yourself exposing and planting that many seeds. One of the things you also want to do is expose people while you're out. Open up your mouth and talk to people. Hey, man, you seem like a quality person. Do you keep your options open to other ways to make extra money? What's the worst they can say? No. Okay. What's that going to do to you? Don't allow that fear of rejection to haunt you, because you don't know the person. You don't know who the person is. I'll never forget a person of mine, a buddy of mine was telling me about, he used to drive Uber. And he used to tell me the people's favorite line, passengers' favorite line was, I'm probably never going to see you in my life again, so I could just tell you. And they would spill their guts to them, and he would never see them again. I mean, every once in a while he would, come across, repeat passengers. But for the most part, the people that, it's like the elephant in the mouse. The people that you come in contact with, the people that you connect with when it comes to planting seeds and exposing in the cold market, a lot of times they're more afraid of you than you are of them. Don't be afraid of them. It's like, I like to use the reference, like, what if you had the cure to AIDS? If you had the cure to AIDS, it'd be like your civic duty to get the word out to people, right? Yo, I know how to cure AIDS. Yo, or even this past year, if you had the cure, not the booster, or not the I forget what it's called that we've been all been taking, but not the shot that will make sure that you don't get it as bad, but the cure. If you had the cure to the pandemic, it'd be like your civic duty. You'd be out trying to spread the word. Like, you will want to let people know, like, yo, I got the cure over here. Everybody come. Well, when you have an opportunity for financial and time freedom, and we already know, despite how people look, despite what people say, we already know that 95% of the population is fighting over 5% of the wealth. We already know that 95% of the population is not financially and time free. So there's a good chance that this person, whether we know them or not, is looking to lower their taxes, increase their credit score, eliminate debt, or create wealth. If we know that, then what's preventing us from exposing them and sharing this phenomenal opportunity with them? That's the thing you got to think about. That's the thing you got to look at for yourself. So, in closing, you guys, we're keeping it simple. Mr. Jones said it. All we want to do is partner with 3 people and gather 2 real retail customers. That's all we got to do. And you want to be one of those retail customers. Second one can be a friend, a family member, associate, somebody that you gifted to. We talked about that before. But make that one decision that you want something more out of life. But more importantly, you're willing to do the work that it takes to get it. Get those 2 customers out of the way. And then let's connect with those 3 people who want more tomorrow than what they have today. Let's sit down and, like Mr. Jones said, just talk shop. Let's just sit down and just speak from the heart. Hey man, I want to create some wealth with you. We could do it using this as a vehicle. You don't gotta understand everything. You know, one of the things the birthday man always used to, talk about, because, Dre's an engineer, he's been in the corporate arena for a long time, management positions and things of that nature. But he always talks about, as we're talking to people, when you get a job, when you go on the interview, when you accept the position, you don't know everything about the position. You just know the title a lot of times, you know the expectation, but you don't know the ins and outs. You have to go through training for that. But for some reason, when somebody talks to you about an opportunity to create wealth, you want to know every single detail before you make a decision and commit to it. And the commitment isn't about whether this works or not. This is already proven to work. The commitment is about, do you want more than what you currently have? Because in most people's cases, what you currently have is not providing you what you want or need. So guys, let's go rock out. Let's go make this huge. Let's embrace the fact that you are the best investment that you got. And you were born to win. So play to win right now, because each and every one of you are already champions. Hold your number 4 up. It's 4th quarter. It's time for you to close out the game and win. We know when Thanksgiving is. We know when Christmas is. We know the mindsets of people and that they slow down when it comes to Thanksgiving, all the way through Christmas. Let's crush it for the next 45 days and put people in a position to where their Christmas is good and their 2023 is good. We have the power to change people's lives right here with this opportunity. Let's go out and use it and share it with the world. I appreciate you guys. I got your back. I'll see you at the top, and I will see you at the bank. Peace.